Hey there, you deadbeats. This is Thor 432. Same creative team as yesterday. And actually, this is the kinda origine of 90s Thor. This is the story about how the real Thor went away. It is a good issue, a good story. I wanted to review the issue before it because that is good too, but apparently I didn't have it or I have misplaced it. The little story beat you need from that is that Tom Hiddleston, he has kidnapped 90s Thor's son, and this is a big showdown between Thor and his brother, Tom Hiddleston. The other important bit of plot you need from the issue before is that, well, Tom Hiddleston, one of the big problems with Tom Hiddleston is that he isn't a physical match for Thor. He uses trickery and sorcery and manipulation, but in an actual fight, Thor would just cream him. Well, last issue, Tom Hiddleston, he resolved that by stealing the super strength of Wreck-It Ralph from the Urton crew. That issue, it's a really good one as well. That's why I am gutted I cannot find it. But now Tom Hiddleston is as strong as Thor, and so we get to see a big fight between the two brothers. I think another part of the problem with Thor and Tom Hiddleston matchups is that it is an incredibly hard task to write something as good as Simon Waltonson did in his final issue of Thor, where he just had Thor break Tom Hiddleston's arm. This gives it a real try by just doing a straightforward, full-on superhero fight, and the way that it ends is what really raises this as a story. Tom Hiddleston, he might have super strength now, but he also has his usual bag of tricks, magic and that, so that only doubles the threat of him in this issue. It's not just a fight, it's a fight with Tom Hiddleston plus muscles now. The worst thing about this issue, and this run in general, they were in yesterday's comic too, and I politely ignored them. We have the Super Police. These are a bunch of non-characters that Tom Falcon really wanted to push, and they just didn't fit in with Thor. They get so much panel time in this issue, and in this run overall. Off in Fairyland, Anthony Hopkins is having a big sleep. He is always having a kip. I think Fairyland, they need a king that doesn't nap for days on end. There was this trend around this time where writers were trying to do the big final battle between heroes and their arch villains. Captain America did it with Red Skull Man in issue 300. Hulk did it with Reader in issue 400. Fantastic Force did it with Mr. Doom in issue 350. It was in vogue to do the final showdown like this. I think this is okay at that, but the strength lies in the resolution to the battle rather than the battle itself. Thor manages to save the little boy, and up there is Amanda, the enchanter. She is wonderful. Give her all the page time that the stupid police are getting. That would be much better. Eventually, Thor, he overpowers Tom Hiddleston. This is where it gets interesting because he has him defeated. And we have this bit where Thor is strangling him and Tom Hiddleston is pushing him, trying to get him to go through with it and kill him. But of course, Thor, he relents and says how he cannot do it, he cannot kill him. So then Tom Hiddleston seems to surrender without protest. But it is a trick to fuck with Thor. He turns around and kills a woman on the street because he wants Thor to know that it is his fault she died for not killing him when he had the chance to. So, surprisingly, Thor responds by killing Tom Hiddleston. What I like so much is you didn't see this coming, especially after that big deal was made about how he couldn't kill him. And I think this works great for the character. Thor, he isn't Spider-Man or Captain America. He can actually be pushed to kill someone in certain circumstances. Then we have the stupid reaction of Fairyland. It is against the laws of Fairyland to kill each other. So at the drop of a hat, they decide that Thor has to be judged and punished for his sin. Where were they a few pages ago when Tom Hiddleston murdered a random human? They really are unfair to Thor here. They overlook the incident that led to it and just bang on and on about how it is against the rules to kill another god from Fairyland. So they banish Thor forever, whatever that means. And his soul ends up in hell, in a bin bag. And our here, since Thor is gone, well, his magic hammer is still around. And we have the debut of 90s Thor. And then after this, we have a reprint of Thor's first appearance. Not going to talk about it. It's just a bonus. I think this is a great story. The ending where they get rid of Thor maybe is a bit rushed. But the Tom Hiddleston stuff is fantastic. He is written as clever and crazy, and that is a very hard thing to get right in writing characters. If you can, grab this and the issue before it. They are a good read. Amanda the Enchanter is briefly in it, and so that is why this comic has to have at least a 7 thumbs up.